Hello everyone and welcome to this 10-minute morning yoga stretch. We're going to begin today in child's pose. So you can come into whichever version works best for you. Knees can stay together to target the lower back, or you can bring them wider apart to open up the hips. Hands might reach towards the front of the mat here, or they can come back to rest next to your feet with your palms facing up. We'll stay here for a few breaths, breathing deeply in to feel your body expand. And then letting it all go, feeling the body get a little bit smaller. As you're here, you might gently start to rock your head from side to side, just massaging your forehead. And if your hands are not already to the front of your mat, you can bring them there. Bring your fingertips only onto the mat and lift your hands so you start to open up through your shoulders and your wrists. Maybe even feeling that stretch in the arms as well. Now from here, you can slowly walk your hands with your head and your shoulders over towards the left side. Coming right off the mat here, but starting to feel that stretch all through the right side of your rib cage. Take a big breath in to wake it up even more. And as you exhale, we'll start to travel through center and walk our hands and head and shoulders to the right. Big breath in here now to wake up the left side of the body. And then exhale, come back to center. Now you can pull yourself up into tabletop pose. So the wrists come directly below the shoulders, knees are directly below the hips. Spread your fingers wide apart and then push yourself away from the mat. Bring your belly button slightly towards the spine here so we start to feel that engagement, waking up all of those abdominal muscles. From here, we'll do some cat and cow. So inhale to point your tailbone up, drop your belly towards the mat, bring the chest forward and look up. Exhale, point your tailbone down, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest and drop your head. Keep pushing yourself away from the floor. Inhale to point the tailbone up again, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, rounding down for cat. And we'll just do that a few more times, moving to the pace of your breath. And just slowly waking up your spine. And come back to a neutral spine. Bring your hips over towards the right and look back over your right shoulder. And then hips can come to the left and look back over the left shoulder. Stretching through your neck here as well, repeating 1 or 2 more times on each side. And then pausing when we're back in center, we'll walk the hands even further towards the front of the mat. Tuck your toes underneath Lift your knees and drag your hips up and back into downward facing dog. And we'll start just by paddling the feet, stretching the backs of your legs, maybe swaying your hips from side to side and gently rotating your pelvis so one hip comes underneath the other. And then we'll find a nice stretchy downward dog by dropping the head, bringing the ears in line with the biceps. Push yourself away from your hands and rotate your arms so your elbows are coming in underneath. Point your tailbone up, keep your knees bent if you need to, and then try to touch your heels to the floor. And the more you push away from your hands, the more of a stretch you feel. Keep breathing, keep stretching. Now when you're ready, you can start to walk your feet towards the front of the mat. From here, tucking your chin to your chest and slowly rolling up, just one vertebrae at a time, until eventually you come to stand on your mat. When you're there, rotate your shoulders back and down away from you, palms facing forward, feet hip-width distance apart. Press the soles of your feet into the earth, and at the same time feel the crown of your head growing towards the sky. Find your center, breathe in and out from it. From here we'll come into warrior pose. So your left foot can stay towards the front of the mat. Right foot comes back about 3/4 way and your right foot is on a 45-degree angle. Bend your front knee so it's over your front ankle and square your hips towards the front of your mat. If your back heel comes up off the mat here, that's okay. Now we'll reach the fingertips up towards the sky, stretching the fingers up, but at the same time keeping your shoulder girdle relaxed and down. Take 2 big breaths here. On the exhale, you can float your fingers back down and then step your back foot to the front again. We'll repeat on the opposite side. This time the left foot comes back, front knee bends over front ankle, hips are square to the front of the mat, and we'll inhale to reach up. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Feel yourself growing up and down at the same time. And this time with your exhale, you can fold over your front leg and step this front foot back into downward facing dog, getting rid of any last pockets of tension from your body. With an exhale, drop both knees gently back down onto the mat, and you can find your most comfortable way to sit. And once you're there, you might close your eyes or just relax your gaze. Lengthen through your spine as best you can. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Find your center. Breathe in and out from it. And whatever happens for the rest of the day, you always have this center within you, this place of peace and quietness that is just for you. Let's take one more breath in and out. And when you're ready, you can start to open up the eyes again. We'll end this little morning practice here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. That really does support me in making this content. I'll see you again soon on the mat, but until then, take good care of yourself and goodbye.